Well, hello friends, I am so excited to be bringing you today's video. I will be working on two different projects altogether, three of them, but two are very similar. The very first thing that I'm going to be working on are these two plaques that I have picked up at a thrift store, and I wanted to obviously upcycle them, and I'm using some of the Annie Sloan chalk paint to paint over them. You could possibly apply some heat to remove the sticker off of it, to peel it off, but I felt that it was just much easier to go ahead and paint it. This needed two coats. I did, however, remove some of that paint off of a trim because I wanted some of that black trim to show through. I'm so glad that you have decided to stop by and press a play button today. This video is so easy and so super cute, and I can't wait for you to see the end results of all the projects that I'm working on. Once the plaques were painted with two coats and are while they were drying, I got my stuff printed out. So I am going to be using some Hiipoo Waterslide decals, and I have printed some images. I will leave all the links down below what I have printed. They're free to use, and there will be in the description box if you would like to use them. If you're not familiar with Hiipoo Waterslide decals, you can find them on Amazon, and they had kindly provided me with the Waterslide decals as well as some heat transfer paper, and also 30% off for you guys to purchase these papers if you wish so. I will have all the links in a description box, and I'm excited to be trying these out. I've heard so many wonderful things about them, so I thought I'd give my hand at it. So once I had printed them, I cut them to size, and then I sprayed them with some Rust-Oleum clear matte spray just to seal them so that way the ink doesn't run. And you do this 3 times, leaving about 10 minutes in between. Then you take your, once they had time to cure, you dip them into the water and you soak them for about 15 to 20 seconds, and then you just slide them off. This is my very first time trying this out, and I wanted to take you guys along with me just to see how I did it. I'm sure practice makes perfect. I love the way these turned out, and they weren't all that hard to apply. Like I said, I did struggle a little bit, but this was my very first time trying them out, and like I said again, they turned out really good. You want to smooth them out gently. You could have like a little tool to smooth them out. I just use my fingers. You could also use a soft rag to just push and straighten everything out. I repeated the same process for both of them, and I love the way this one turned out, and wait to see the next one. So here is my other one. I absolutely love it. I think these are going to look very nice on my in my current decor. For my next project, I had printed out an image onto the heat transfer, and just like the water slides, you want to print it out on the shiny side. And now I'm cutting this out because I'm going to be placing it. This was supposed, it said it's meant for dark materials, for dark fabric, but I didn't have any dark fabric on hand, so I thought I'd give it a hand and put it on white fabric, and it worked out really well, which you'll see in a minute. But because I was placing it onto the white fabric, I didn't need to cut it too close, but I suggest if you're going to be putting it on a darker fabric to cut it as close to as possible, so that way you have the least amount of white paper showing. I cut my fabric to size so I only had about 1/2 inch border all the way around. If you guys are stopping by my channel for the very first time, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and the notification bell. I would love to have you be part of my YouTube crafting community. And if you want to see how I use these DIYs or any other decor DIYs that I create in my decor, make sure you head on over to my home channel where I share all things home decor. Once my fabric was cut to size, I proceeded on just smoothing it out with the heat press. I am using the Cricut heat press. It is the biggest one they have, the easy press, and I just applied a little bit of pressure and the heat on it just to flatten it out. And now I'm going to remove the backing off of this and gently place it. You can also use a transfer tape for this. It does come in a package if you have a lot of details in it and you're scared that you're gonna rip it. Mine was, because I cut it into a rectangle, it was fairly easy. Then I place a non-stick paper and apply heat. I have my Cricut heated up to 300 and I'm doing it for about 30 seconds. I did a little bit longer, but around 30 to 35 seconds. So once I was done pressing it, I just removed the little non-stick paper, and this thing was on there. There was no way it was gonna move at all. I was very pleasantly surprised how good this had ironed on. Definitely going to be making many projects like this. Like I said, this is my first time, so I'm just trying it out and sharing the process with you. I also wanted to show you I made one and put it on some drop sheet, and I cut that one a little bit closer. So I had placed that piece of material fabric onto a flat pillow, and I think this looks so cute. I absolutely love it, and if you follow along, you know I love my trucks, and this is just right up my alley. So don't forget to check out the links in the description box, and if you want to purchase, you are getting 30% off, and there's also all these free printables will be linked in the description box for you if you wish to use them. Thank you so much for stopping by and watching this video. Give it a thumbs up if you enjoyed it, and I will see you all in my next one. Bye.